Oh. Phew. Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome to another Nerdy Nubbies. Today I have a very special guest. It's Jen.
Hi guys.
She is amazing. I love this gal. I'll put her links down below. You can go check out her channel and go say hi to her on all of her social media.
Social?
Yeah. If you may have guessed, we are dressed up as witches today because it is the season, Halloween season. It is my favorite season, and I got so many requests from you guys to make something Hocus Pocus themed.
Yeah.
And I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies. Have you seen it?
I love it. It's my favorite Halloween movie.
Me too.
We're like twins.
We're twinsing right now. We're like, we have the same shoe size, you guys. So today we are gonna be making Hocus Pocus spellbook cookies. Are you ready?
Let's get started.
The things you'll need will be 3 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of almond meal, 1½ cup of sugar plus 1 tablespoon of sugar. I'm keeping them separate. I'll show you why later. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 2 sticks of butter, or 1 cup of butter. You will also need
a hand mixer, 2 mixing bowls, a rectangle cookie cutter, a rolling pin, and baking sheets lined with parchment paper.
Now let's put it all together. The first thing that we're gonna do is combine all of our dry ingredients to our first mixing bowl. I am gonna be adding our flour, pinch of salt, and here is where we add the small amount of sugar that we talked about earlier. Ooh. And then Jen, I'm gonna have you add the almond meal, dump it in there, the baking powder, and the nutmeg. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. And let's mix it together on a low speed until everything is well combined. This witch knows what she's doing. Now we're gonna set this off to the side and we're gonna bring in our other ingredients.
So now we're going to cream together our butter and our sugar.
And I've left it out at room temperature so it's really soft. You don't wanna cream it together while it's cold. Boom, all right, and now we're just gonna mix it up a little bit and slowly add our sugar. Now our butter and sugar is creamed together, and now we're gonna add our eggs one at a time while we're mixing. So Jen, will you get on the mixer?
I got it.
Okay, and I will add the egg while you're mixing. Boom.
And now we're going to add our extracts and mix them up.
Yep, and I'm gonna be doing the mixing this time because she's doing the pouring. That's what you call teamwork on Halloween. Boom. I put a spell on you. Now we've got our wet mixture and our dry mixture, and we're gonna add it together about 1/3 at a time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm sorry, I keep bumping you with my hat. Now that we've made our dough, we are gonna divide it into 2 sections, wrap it up tight in some cling wrap, and pop it in the fridge for about 1 hour.
Or one watching of Hocus Pocus.
Yes! Now our cookie dough has had plenty of time to chill, and now we are gonna roll it out. So you're gonna take a little pinch of flour, sprinkle it over the surface so that our cookie dough won't stick, and you're gonna take your rolling pin and just roll it out flat.
All right, so now we have our rectangle cookie cutter, and you're gonna just cut out as many rectangles as you can.
And then peel off the excess dough. We've got our cookies cut out, and now we're gonna bake them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 12 minutes, or until they start to turn a little lightly golden brown color. And while they're baking, we're gonna roll out the rest of our dough and make some more cookies.
Okay, our cookies are all baked. We gave them plenty of time to cool. What are we doing now, Ro?
Now is my favorite time. It is time to decorate. So what I put here is royal icing in 2 little plastic baggies.
Fancy.
And I put a little number 2 tip at the end of each of them just to give us a little bit more control. You don't need to do this. This is totally optional. You can just use a Ziploc baggie. You said you've done that before, decorating cookies.
That is the only way I have done it before.
Right on, girl, and it works. This is just to give us a little bit more control. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we're gonna first outline our cookie, going all the way around the rectangle. Now you're gonna flood your cookie, which basically means you just fill it in. Once you put a lot of icing on top, you'll see that it's kind of sticking together and flooding, but to help it, you're gonna take a toothpick and just slowly move it around. After you flood the cookie and the icing is still wet, now we're gonna take a white M&M and make sure the M&M is face down so you just see the white part. This is gonna be the eyeball of the spell book. Our cookies have sat out and hardened. Now you can pick them up, you can actually touch them. Look at that, completely dry. And now we are gonna add on some more details. If you haven't seen the movie Hocus Pocus, the spell book in the movie that the Sanderson sisters use for all of their spells and potions, his name is Book. And he's got a bunch of stitching on the front, and he's got an eyeball, and he's got a personality all of his own. So we're gonna be taking the brown icing again, and we're gonna be making the patchwork, all the stitches. So I'm gonna be doing some squiggly lines, and then he's got a little tear right here. To add some finer details, what we're gonna do is switch the tip. So right now we have a number 2 tip, and we're gonna switch the tip to be a number 1, so it's even smaller. And we're gonna use the number 1 tip to ice on little eyelids.
I was just thinking these look like little eyelashes.
Oh, we can make a girl book. I'm going to
make a girl book.
I'm gonna make a girl one. I'm gonna give her little eyelashes. No, oh shoot. You know what, Jen? Could you help me here? Just, thanks.
Oh.
The next color that we're gonna be decorating with is a gray royal icing. We've got 2 bags over here, and this one is a little bit more liquidy, and this one is a little bit more firm. And it's really easy to firm up your royal icing. All you have to do is add a little bit more powdered sugar, and if you'd like your royal icing a little bit more wet, floody, you will add a little bit of water. So in this bag, a little bit more water, and Jen's bag, a little bit more firm, so a little bit more powdered sugar. So the first thing is I'm taking the more liquidy one, and I'm just gonna ice the corners of the book. And you're gonna make a long rectangle down the side of the book. This is just a little binding detail on the spell book. He's got some cool deets. Now, we're gonna take the thicker gray icing and I'm gonna frost on some details. The spell book, in each corner of the book, it has a snake design. Put a little dot for the eye, and then down the binding, one more snake. You guys can skip this step if you want because it already looks like spell book, but I just wanted to add some fancy details.
For the final touch, we're going to add just a dab of black royal icing to the center of the eyeball, like a little pupil.
Ta-da! Here are Hocus Pocus themed spellbook cookies. A big thank you to you guys for suggesting these, and a thank you to Jen,
Aw, thanks.
my girl over here who helped me bake today. You did amazing.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. This was so much fun.
Thanks for helping me make these. I think Jen did so well with decorating because she's got a real steady hand, a true artist. I'll be putting her links down below once again, so you should go check her out, say hi, give her a tweet. Yeah. And speaking of tweets, if you guys make these cookies, please take a picture and send it to us. We would love to see it. I love seeing your baking creations. I just get a big kick out of it.
I love it so much.
It makes my day. And if you guys have any other ideas for any other nutty nummies, please let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to make it happen. All right, thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.